How do you get everything you want? By having an inner truth of, I want it, I got it. Hey Baddie, welcome to the Baddest You podcast, where every listen takes you to the baddest version of yourself. I am your Baddie level up coach, Ambria, and in today's episode, we're going to touch on the law of assumption and how it's the key to getting everything you want. Follow me on my Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube at Ambria. And let's get into this week's episode. Getting whatever you want is easy. You think of the desire, take it off the pedestal, and assume it's yours. The hardest part is the self-limitation and false beliefs you picked up over time. You can't have your cake and eat it too. Something's gotta give. If you get everything you want, you're a brat, and so on and so on and so on. Why is there so much fear associated with being happy and fulfilled? Subconsciously, we associate complete fulfillment with negativity and repel it. Even if we're completely fulfilled, we are unsafe. We reject it, self-sabotage, resist the whole idea altogether. But what if I told you that you could have everything you want and that it's not bad, negative, or selfish? It simply is. All experiences, things, situations are neutral. It's us that places a value on things. See, in the eyes of God, Spirit, the divine, the universe, whichever resonates best with you, all things are equal. A cup of coffee is equal to a rainbow, which is equal to $1 million, which is of equal value to true love, which is of equal value to seeing a butterfly. It's us that places the difference in value on things. However worthy we see ourselves is how we determine the value of other things. A poor man might look at $1 million as a dream, thinking it's not even remotely possible, while a rich man sees 1 million as 1 month's profit in their business. It's not because fate decided that one man shall suffer and the other shall be free, because a rich man could turn into a poor man in the same lifetime that a poor man could become a rich man. It's about how those two men saw themselves in relation to their desire. The rich man sees himself as fully capable of creating $1 million, while the poor man feels more subject to his life circumstances. In other words, they both felt worthy of those experiences. Now, granted, there is such thing as privilege, and other people do have advantages that others might not. But I do believe we are in full control of our lives and the experience we choose to create. How we view ourselves fully dictates the lives we choose to lead. In order to create or attract anything, we have to be of equal value to it. We can't have it on a pedestal, wishing and waiting for it to choose us. We must first make the decision that it is in fact possible for us, and then create in that direction. I would say the number one thing that gets in the way of creating our desires or the lives we want to live is fear. Fear is false evidence appearing real. As humans, we are designed to protect ourselves, so anything outside of our frame of reference, our brain detects as a threat to prevent us from a potentially unsafe experience. In other words, our brain prioritizes comfort and experiences we are used to over us having a desire if it is outside of our frame of reference, because that is what it's most familiar with. So if you're used to having a lot of money, many successful romantic partnerships, tons of friends, and had a happy upbringing, your brain will see this as a norm and seek out more of those experiences. On the flip side, however, if you grew up in a household that struggled financially, watched your parents split up, experienced trauma, and was deemed as the weird kid growing up, your brain will see this as a norm and seek out more of those experiences. In our youth, we look for a reason as to why we are experiencing certain things, which is our mind's way of keeping us safe and in control of the environment. And the reasoning always ends up being because that must be what we are worth experiencing. Because multiple people called me weird, it must be because I am weird. Because I didn't have money when I needed it multiple times, I am never going to have money. Because multiple people rejected me, I am not meant to find love. The consistency of any action, thought, or feeling eventually turns into a belief. And it's these beliefs that we carry that dictate our abilities to create what we want as we become adults. Rarely do we ask ourselves if this is really true. We simply run around believing many subconscious beliefs and limitations that play a huge part in preventing us from reaching our fullest potential. The key is in unlearning certain beliefs and rewriting a new narrative of yourself. Something interesting that we do as humans is that we wait for our desire to arrive to dictate that we are worthy of it. Once I have money, then I'll be safe. Once someone likes me, then I am loved. Once they think I'm attractive, then I am beautiful. And we chase and we chase and we chase to fill these internal voids that only we can fill. Why do you want your desire? Think about it. There was something that you wanted to attain when you clicked this episode, how to get everything you want. Maybe it's more money or more friends, a romantic relationship, or 1 million followers. Whatever it is, you must know one thing. You only attract what you feel worthy of receiving. You attract what you feel equal to. If you are chasing it, wanting it so bad, feeling desperate that you do anything, you're actually repelling it. See, the universe reflects back to you what you're emitting, and in you wanting it so bad, you're acting as if you don't have it, and that's the experience you'll continue to create. To attract, you must relax. It's not about pretending not to care and then seeing if your desires showed up. It's about being confident in your own value to the point that it's silly if your desire didn't show up. A person I'm interested in, obviously they like me. Have you ever experienced my energy? Money? Of course it's mine. Money loves to show up for me all the time. That outcome I wanted, obviously it's gonna go my way or better. Everything always works out for me. Obviously, I'm worth 1 million followers. Obviously. The law of assumption, obviously, I'm going to win. You have to see yourself as the prize. So many of us put our desires on a pedestal, hoping to feel chosen once we receive it. But there's something so much more fulfilling about recognizing your value instead. Think of yourself as the queen, king, or head royalty of a kingdom. When the queen asks for water, she's not questioning if someone will get her a glass. She knows there are 10 servants, guards, and workers scrambling to get her the perfect glass. She sits in her worth, knowing that it's on its way at the highest quality. You are a queen, and this reality is your kingdom. Start recognizing your innate worth and realizing that the entire universe is rooting for you to win. Your desires want you more. They're just waiting for you to align. Your interest in it gave it value. All it needs is for you to take it off the pedestal, recognize yourself, and allow it to show up. When you're at a restaurant and you tell a waiter your order, are you waving them down every second, questioning if the meal is on its way or reacting to its absence? No. You're sitting back, enjoying the ambiance, knowing that it's on its way. You don't complain when you see another couple get their food first because you ordered the steak. And it's gonna take some time for your high quality meal to be delivered. But you'll have worked up an appetite and be extra grateful for when it arrives. It'll be that much more delicious because you were present and didn't rush the process. When we are patient and give our desires time to show up, it means that much more when it arrives. If you knew it was 100% gonna show up, doesn't matter when. And if it takes a little extra time, the restaurant gives you a free dessert for the inconvenience. What you want and more is coming your way. The question is not when, but how ready you are to receive it. It's not about chasing, it's about becoming. How aligned are you? I have this belief that when you show up, your desires show up. When you believe in yourself and take action, you have no choice but to win. Be so focused on creating your desire that you don't recognize its absence. So focused on showing up as the you who has what you want. Ask yourself, the version of me that has my desire, how do they feel? What are they thinking? What actions are they taking? And show up accordingly. The me that has money, are they relaxed? Are they stressed? Definitely relaxed. So let me take some deep breaths. The me that has the love I want, are they in the house feeling sorry for themselves or going out on dates and learning what they desire in a relationship or doing inner healing to be ready? Let me download a dating app or go to local events, get a therapist, and start preparing myself for when my amazing partner arrives. Our ability to attain our desires is more in our hands than we realize. A wise person once said, success occurs when opportunity meets preparation. Opportunity will undoubtedly show up. How ready will you be once it arrives? As humans, we do this thing where we sit and we wish for things, long for them, as if we have no control over our circumstances. It's our way of feeling like we'll have what we want without fully showing up as the us that has what we want. Why? Because to have what you want, you must grow. And growth feels uncomfortable. It's much easier to complain about not having money than to work more hours. It's much easier to complain that you'll be single forever than go on multiple dates every weekend. You must be the person that has it. Focus is on how much you're becoming the person that has it. In other words, you're not showing up to the gym every day to get your dream body. You're going to the gym every day because the version of yourself with your dream body goes to the gym daily. By becoming the person that has it, you effortlessly attract it. I once saw a manifestation video in which she described that getting what you want once you're ready to receive it feels normal at best. Because in order to attract it, you must see yourself as worthy of having it, as equal to it. And us putting it on a pedestal, we romanticize it, give it all this extra value, making us excited to attain this thing. But what if you put that same energy into your own perception of yourself? By shifting your self-concept, you create your desires effortlessly. Instead of asking yourself, how can I have this thing? Say, of course I can have this thing. It wants me more. Put yourself on the pedestal and erase the desperate energy. Did you know that most people walk around with an inaccurate perception of themselves? The most beautiful people, they think they are unattractive. The most abundant individuals are desperate and chasing money. The most loving individuals are chasing love. You can't attain anything by chasing it. By chasing, you are repelling. By relaxing into your value and seeing yourself as worthy of it, then you'll receive it. You could hear this and say, Ambria, I don't feel that confident in myself. Well, then that's your main focus. Forget about your desire for a second. Focus on feeling good, feeling confident. Love yourself at that moment. Listen to confidence affirmations. Tune into an episode of the Baddest You podcast. Try a self-love meditation. Dance to some Beyonce. Focus on feeling empowered, loved, and worthy within yourself. What happens is your self-concept starts to change and the desire starts to feel super easy to attain. And in feeling so good within yourself, you might even desire it a little less. How do we get everything we want? By being everything we want to be. A person as loving, abundant, and valuable as me, of course money's coming my way. Of course a love and relationship is fully possible for me. Of course outcomes are working out for my highest good. Of course, of course, of course. Self-limitations and fears that give us the illusion of feeling stuck and limited can be healed and released once and for all. I will give you a few ways to heal your mindset. Number one is by listening to self-concept affirmations in your sleep. My favorite ones are by Dylan James, DylanJames on YouTube, Limitless Money, I Am the Best, Attract Your Dream Partner, all of the above. Listen to these 8-hour tracks every night and watch your self-concept transform. The reason why this is so effective is because when you are asleep, your subconscious mind, which holds all of your beliefs about yourself, is the most receptive to receiving information in this state. And being consistent and believing they will work, you will see your self-concept literally transform and you'll attract your desires like a moth to a flame. Number two is by journaling. A practice that has created so much change for me is writing down a belief I have and replacing it with a better one. I sit and journal trying to understand a fear that I might have and where it came from. I ask myself if it's real and tell myself a new story. For example, let's say I'm feeling afraid and stressed out about money. I will ask myself, why am I feeling so anxious? And discover because of my youth, not having enough money created unsafe situations for me when I was younger. But then I'll remind myself that I am an adult now and I can fully take care of myself, and that by playing out these past narratives, I'm calling that same energy of fear, anxiety, and stress into the present moment. So now anytime I have a fear surrounding finances, I choose to take a breath and remind myself, I am an adult now, I'm in control of my finances, I can take care of myself. I am safe. It's all about pausing and having the self-awareness to call yourself back into a state of peace. Number three is by having consistent healthy habits and a structured lifestyle. Participating in self-development, having a daily routine, working towards your dream self and dream life daily. It's pretty hard to feel at peace and worthy if you're not sober, eating extremely unhealthy, and staying dehydrated. Barely getting any sleep, not working towards your goals, being reckless with who you allow into your energy. You must be intentional with yourself in order to be the person who has what you desire. You are so worthy and fully capable of achieving and receiving anything your heart could possibly desire. There is nothing out of reach for you. This life is yours to enjoy. Start opening your eyes up to the truth and start taking action. The life you desire, the you that you desire to be, fully possible, fully available for you. There is nothing outside of reach for you. How do you get everything you want? By having an inner truth of, I want it, I got it. Me, of course I have money. Me, obviously I'm with a partner who truly loves and values me. That circumstance, always going in my favor. You stay consistent in these truths until it shows up. And finally, Baddie, accept nothing less. You need to have a boundary with yourself in which you only see yourself as a winner. You don't sit and anticipate, what if I never get what I want? Because that is not your reality. Your new self-concept says, I always win. I'm always fulfilled. I'm always loved and valued and deeply abundant, and you tolerate nothing less. This is your life. You only see what you allow in. You don't react to the world around you because you don't see your desire. You trust your personal power and value is worthy enough to attract it. And stay focused on creating it instead. So what if that bank account is in the negatives? You know money is on the way right now and you are taking action towards creating it. So what if you've been single your whole life? You know for a fact that an amazing partner is on the way and you're building your self-love up in the meantime. Anything that is not you winning, does not exist. Stop choosing what's not choosing you. That's the thing that trips us up the most. When we see the absence of our desire and react, creating the reality of lack instead. Stress, worry, anxious energy, what you focus your energy and attention on grows. The days of reacting are over. From here on out, you focus on feeling worthy within and take it off the pedestal. Me, I can have whatever I want. Of course money is mine. Obviously, I'm in an amazing relationship. Obviously, everything is going my way because you are a winner. You are fully capable of attracting anything you desire, and there is absolutely nothing out of reach for you. Every day, you are showing up winning, growing, and becoming the you with everything you desire, the baddest you. Thank you so much for listening to this week's episode and contributing to your ultimate baddie level up. I am your host, Ambria Hearty. Be sure to follow me on my Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube at Ambria Hearty, and I will see you on next week's episode of The Baddest You. Bye, Baddie!